stage in lifelong learning. It is the development and the foundation where lifelong learning continuum begins.
One of the things for capacity building is that we need to stop the schoolification of children, and what we need to do is allow children to do their work. Their play is their work. And the most beautiful area in all of Canada to do that is here in this Staffian Nation. The reason I say that is because outside, if we can go to the into the outdoor areas, which is usually very close to be able to get to, children need to be not afraid of going outside. They need to be competent and able to do those things. And so many of the things that we do in the classroom can also be done outside. And there are only 5 developmental domains that all of us have. And we all like spices, right? Spice, social development, physical development, intellectual development, creative development, and emotional development. And if we can do all of those 5 things for our children, then we are giving them a well-rounded education. We could call it education, but really, Maria Montessori, many years ago in a small village in Italy, said that a child's play is their work, and their work must be play.
Only 2 cells are needed to create a baby. 2 cells and a miracle. In just 9 months, this pair of cells blossoms into billions of cells. Gently nestled and protected in a mother's womb, a tiny human thrives. Together, mother and baby share this journey of life, this magnificent adventure called pregnancy.
The purpose and the intent of the video is to create awareness, to increase the communications and services that are available within the Stratton territory. If we're looking at creating healthier, happier community, families, and nation at large, we need to increase the awareness and services within our existing communities. If we have healthy babies, we'll have healthy families. If we have healthy families, we'll have healthy, thriving communities. Shaping the future through prenatal education is important. It is a critical point. It's a starting point for the lifelong learning continuum. If we have healthy birth outcomes, we will have a decrease in birth defects and illnesses, FAS, ADHD, and other complications that are associated with the development stage of infant development. Expectant moms and families, along with their supports and partners, need to be provided with the essential support that acknowledges and recognizes the cultural values of the families and their personal needs. Services are available through healthcare providers from local band offices, outcare reach nurses, and doctors' facilities within the municipalities within the Pemberton, Whistler, and Lillooet district areas. If we are looking at increasing the accessibility of prenatal health and education, we need to also recognize and make sure that available resources are provided for expectant families with healthy birth outcomes, healthy babies, and thriving futures. We need to recognize and understand the importance and significance of prenatal health care. One important fact that people need to realize and understand is during the developmental phase of the fetus in the expectant mom's womb is to recognize that their life, behavior, nutrition intake, and even drug abuse or consumption affects the development of the fetus, of the unborn child.
My name is Deborah Peters. I am from Squamish Indian Band. I am an Aboriginal doula for Lillooet, BC. I am a birth support person for all new provide support for all birthing families, and I provide prenatal care as well as I attend the births to help with comfort measures, pain management, and also explain with a birthing plan on what their options are for during labor if they want to go natural birth as much as they can before asking for anything to help with the pain. And I also assist with them with postnatal care as well. And as I'm helping them with prenatal care, I suggest to them that I am not a midwife. I am a birth support person for the birthing mother and the family and their birthing team on who they choose to have in the room. I suggest that they still keep going to their prenatal cares, also keeping up with their monthly doctor visits or when the doctor asks them to go in. I keep my phone on 24/7. That way, if they do have any questions and if they can't sleep because the question's bugging them, I tell them, call me anytime. I'm there to support you, to have a positive birthing experience for you to bring in this child. You can contact me through your local community health rep, or you can contact me on my cell phone.
Serious impacts on the Schlaflyung. If men, women, families, and communities understood the importance and significance of prenatal health care, people would behave and act differently towards expectant moms. Across the lifespan for a baby born with poor birth outcomes, there are costs associated with several factors that will impact education and health on families, and both in terms of monies and emotions. FAS costs impacting families and communities. Low birth weight babies, increased chance of cerebral palsy, deafness, blindness, epilepsy, learning disabilities, and attention deficit disorders. Seeking prenatal care early in one's pregnancy and maintaining a consistent pattern of care throughout will have positive outcomes and birth outcomes with supports in place for expectant moms, families, from communities. Barriers impacting prenatal education. While the benefits of prenatal education are well documented, several factors are known to influence participation in prenatal education. Barriers to prenatal education include lack of time, lack of childcare, the availability of other sources of information, for example, doula and midwives, a preference for individual prenatal education, cultural barriers, language barriers, programs offered at times that were inconvenient, lack of transportation to attend the programs, distance from the healthcare office, the cost of attending prenatal education, and the lack of awareness about the availability of prenatal education. Supports that make it easier for future parents to receive prenatal care include childcare and transportation, home visits, after-hour support for working parents, prenatal education that is connected to the community values or healthcare providers, a comfortable environment that is free from judgment and open to all Schlaflyung cultural values. Who is at risk of not receiving prenatal care? Women less likely to receive prenatal care include single mothers, teens unsure of their pregnancy, mothers without a high school diploma, mothers who have lower incomes, mothers who are unemployed, and mothers who have no transportation. While the following goals were largely developed for expectant moms, infant development, and families, it is acknowledged that many activities will be directed at expectant parents who play a key role in healthy pregnancy and birth, followed by a child's healthy growth and development. We believe that children thrive within families and communities that can meet their needs, as well as providing security, respect, and love. By working with parents, families, and communities, we support the growth and development of the children and our community's healthcare programs. In order to address the objective areas successfully, Schlaflyung should consider working on the following goals. Increase the incidence of healthy birth outcomes for families. The objective, to increase in the number of preconception health activities with families, women who are planning a pregnancy. Number 2, increase the number of women accessing regular prenatal care. The objective, to increase healthy birth outcomes. Number 3, reduce teen births among the Stadtling. Objective, reduce the teen rate of pregnancies. Number 4, educate and engage parents and communities to initiate opportunities for positive youth development and involvement. The objective, to increase health and wellness among Stadtling families. Number 5, provide all Uhuamilk youth with access to reproductive health care, contraceptives, and preventative services. The objective, to provide outreach services accessible to youth. Who should be involved in prenatal care? Doctors, obstetricians, nutritionists, social workers, doulas, midwives, leadership, media, and creating awareness to support expectant moms, families, and communities.